Why, good morning, everybody. How you doing? It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Today we're going to tell you about the fourth leadership quality, which is transparency. So let's talk about disclosure up front, what transparency is not. It's not the opposite of privacy, it's just the opposite of hiding. Transparency is not just for owning up to a mistake. In fact, with transparency, it can help avoid them. You have to understand what transparency, let's talk about what transparency is as an individual, as a company, and with clients. So, for the purpose of today, let's think of transparency as a lack of hidden agenda. When you have a communication with somebody and you're holding something back, just kind of chumming the water, seeing what you can get, that's not transparent. That's manipulative, is what it comes down to. When we have full transparency, information is required for collaborative, cooperative, and collective decision making. If you're not transparent, you're just not going to get that. So as an individual, ultimately, I'm going to use the words integrity and trust, right? Because leaders don't manipulate, they inspire. And if you have to say you have integrity, it usually means that you don't. Let's talk about it as a company. As a company, as discussed last week, the relationships so vital to success are rooted in trust. Real success doesn't happen alone. You can't expect to go back collaboration, cooperation, and collective decision making from your team if they don't have all the information. Now we talk about with clients and community. There's a company called Mega Foods that a lot of you are familiar with. They're in New Hampshire. The company itself is the epitome of transparency. They've taken the concept of transparency to a whole new level, both internally and externally, with great results. Mega Foods is owned by the employees, and everything is transparent. The CEO, who's Robert Craven, said, "I believe that more companies will see success if they begin to view their customers as essentially an extension of their internal operations team." Now that's a prolific statement. You think of a company as large as Mega Foods. Now I want to end this series stepping one step backwards into relationships. And if you notice this kind of cooler that I have, this actually came from Cutco. And I'm going to read a little letter, very short. And it says, "Bubba, you are the man. You are truly generous in your willingness to promote us from stage. You helped a mastermind go from ordinary to extraordinary. Thanks for being you. Here to serve, John Israel, Cutco Closing Gifts," and that is cutcojohn@gmail.com or 805-722-7251. Now you ask me, why do I read this letter to you? Because this is relationship. These guys don't pay me a dime. I do not take a dime from them. I noticed at the event they had a little bit less people coming to their booth, so I said, "John, hey, come on stage, I'm going to drop you a plug." He didn't ask me to do it, I offered to do it because they are one of our preferred vendors. I absolutely love the concept behind Cutco. So, and again, this isn't being said because of anything Cutco has done. This is being said because an individual businessman thanked me for being me. Now, isn't that how you want your company to be seen? Your company helping out other companies? It's not about what I get in return. It's about what you get. I'm going to help you build. So, when we talk about relationships, we talk about transparency. And if I wasn't 100% transparent of what I was looking for, this would have never happened. And the next one, we're going to talk about vision. That's a whole other thing. Look on the horizon, that was on the doorstep. So you guys have an amazing Wednesday. Let's kick some butt, and I'll see you next week. God bless.